Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 2024 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. So what's interesting here and why I paused is that you have the Seven of Swords in the upright position, crowning the whole entire reading, and that's betrayal. So there's something here about betrayal, hurt, doubt, fear that is stopping you. Now, looking at everything else, because everything else is so terribly positive, even though we have the sun reversed, the sun coming out in a reading, that's the happiest card in the whole entire deck. The sun is success, it's happiness, it's just brilliance moving us forward. It's reversed, so it means it's on pause, right? It means not yet. Not yet. It's not coming quite yet. And that's because we have to work through this betrayal and this hurt. We do have the Six of Wands. That's also success. That's moving forward in confidence. That's holding our heads up high. That's knowing who we are and what we want. With the Knight of Cups, here it's the dreamer, but it's also letting our heart move us forward. It's being a warrior of our emotions, and by being a warrior, spirit doesn't necessarily mean like you have to go out and fight. So what spirit is saying here, it's like I'm taking my emotions and I'm moving forward with them, knowing that they're a vital part of who I am and what I want to achieve and how I'm moving forward for myself in this world. We also have the Two of Swords. Now, here it says difficulties, and I think that's interesting because when I see the Two of Swords, I see a scissor, coming through, and we're cutting away something that isn't important to us anymore. But we're also going to see that we always thought there were two paths. We could move left, we could move right, we could do this, we could do that. And Spirit's like, that's great. But there's so much more open to us, and we're going to start seeing that. It's like there's so much more open to us in our world and what we desire and what we want and what we need. And we're going to start connecting with that more and more and more during this time. That we don't have to be so rigid with ourselves, and that we have been very rigid with ourselves, thinking it has to be like this or it has to be like that. And Spirit is going to say to us, why? Why does it have to be that way? We're looking at things very differently than the way that we have looked at them before. We can actually see that a lot of our thoughts were the betrayers. A lot of the ways that we listened to other people or the way that we defined ourselves, it kept us in a box. It could keep us in a gilded cage, but it was still a cage. And we're going to see that we're going to start stepping out into the world that we want. Now, we still might be in a gilded cage, but it's one of our choosing. And what I mean by that is that Spirit is saying, you don't have to step out and conquer the world. You don't have to step out and be the rebel. If that's not part of your personality, then why the heck would you do it? So pick where you want to be in your life, like what energy you want to move forward towards. Because we can say, oh, I want to be XYZ. And that can be well and good, but it might not be who we are. So if we say certain energy or what we admire in certain people or what we desire from certain careers and jobs and ideas, and we just start to really look at that, like jot it down, make a vision board, kind of put it out there and see it. It's like, oh, okay, I can move forward like this. Oh, what about this? Oh, okay, I get that energy. Because we're moving forward in success. Career wise, we have success coming forward for us. And that's a very big deal. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowflake in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a completely separate video on the 1st of February. So good luck to everyone, and do not be scammed by anybody contacting you in the comment box pretending to be me. It will not be me. So just know that. And if you are interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So let's see what Spirit has to say, angels and spirit guides. Here we have authentic reversed. Now, the word authentic gets thrown around a lot. And sometimes I find that annoying. Like, I'm not sure what the authentic me is. And sometimes I find that comforting. But here, when Spirit, so I've been meditating on authentic because it's been something that's been coming up in my sphere. And what it means is it's the energy right for you. In my world, in my way of decoding this, is the energy right for you? Is it in alignment with who you are energetically, spiritually, personally on this earth? Because if it is, great. If it's not, then it's not. And it's like, then it's time to walk away, or then it's time to set up boundaries. So here with authentic reversed, where have we been pulled in directions that aren't true to us? We can feel it in our soul, in our body, in our spirit. We can feel it. So just being aware of this is going to be super important because we're going to be calling out things that just aren't right for us anymore. Spirit isn't saying we're living an inauthentic life. What Spirit is saying is that we're looking at things that just aren't right for us and we're saying, no, I don't want this. I don't need this. This isn't for me. And that's a powerful thing. Let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Ooh, okay. So we have the throat chakra coming through very, very powerfully. We have listening and we have communicating. So when we think of the throat chakra, I think of communicating very easily, but listening was something I had to learn. But of course, we cannot communicate if we do not listen. So during this time, we're going to be called to listen. And we're also going to be called to communicate, like to really talk to ourselves, to the people around us, to say, what is it that I want? What is it that I need? And to listen to the words that are coming out of people's mouths. Because a lot of times when we're having conversations, we're already thinking of our response when people are talking to us, or we're mindlessly scrolling through our phone and half listening to them or distracted, whatever it is. Here's a time to be fully present. And that's actually a challenge for you, Virgo, for the month of January. Can you be fully, fully present in the month of January, in your passions, in what you desire, in what you're looking for, in what you want? And can you listen not only to the world around you, but to what you yourself are saying? Because you're going to see that there could be certain patterns, right? We're out of the holidays, so you can find that overeating can be something that we're doing during this time. I know for me personally, I'll be like, I still want something like a little bit sweet. And I'm like, wow, I'm full. I'm full. I literally do not want to eat anymore. My stomach is full. And then I'll be looking for something, just a little bit something sweet, to end out the day. And it's like, why? Why am I looking for this? So Spirit is saying here, listen to your body. And that's something that came up. So that's something that I have to listen to for myself. It's like, okay, what are you craving? What are you looking for? What void are you trying to fill by being so full that it's uncomfortable? So just being mindful about this during this time. It's like, okay, let me listen to myself. Let me listen to how my body is handling certain stresses, certain things that are going on, and what is being communicated. Because also with communication, we're picking up on people's energetic sphere, not just them walking through the door, right? And them saying hi. We're picking up on them energetically. And what does that mean for us? What is that, showing to us? What are we picking up on that might not be any of our business? So just be mindful about this. Somebody could be in a bad mood. They could have a rotten day. And we're thinking, oh my gosh, there's something I did. So just be mindful about this during this time. Our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have two. So we have the Eight of Swords, which is always a good card to be mindful of. Be mindful of being too much in your own head. Okay? That's going to be a very important thing. Being too much in your own head, overthinking, overanalyzing, making things kind of bigger than they actually are. So do be mindful about that. Also with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is this chaotic energy, all right? So be mindful about the Eight of Wands reversed is feeling like things aren't moving fast enough. But also be mindful of wanting to step into the chaotic energy of just movement. Faster, faster, faster is going to be better. So just be aware of this. Also the repeat of the number 8 here. Be mindful of overworking, overanalyzing, thinking too much about things. That's going to be super, super important. Stepping out of the head, stepping out of the thoughts, and stepping into emotions and feelings. That can be a very big thing for us, Virgo. We would want to kind of like have everything all structured out, and Spirit's like, let it be, let it unfold. With the Seven of Swords, be mindful of being betrayed during this time. I'm not putting that out there to, wish ill on anybody. I mean, really, seriously, warding off the evil eye, right? So here, just be mindful about that. Be mindful not to trust everyone. Trust everyone but brand your cattle is going to be super important. Don't give too much away. Don't tell too much. Don't think, oh, this person's on my side, because during this time, you're going to find that that person's on their side. All right? So just be mindful about this during this time. Okay? It's going to be really important. Stop believing the negative things, because we're going to be thinking, oh, well, it was negative. It was said, so there's something I can grow from this, or somebody says something negative, or is angry at us, right? Or is just angry and they say something to us, but we know we're doing a good job, right? We know we're giving it our all. If we sit there and we look at it and think about it, and not think, oh, well, you know what? I could have done this a little bit better. I could have done that a little bit better. If we don't nitpick ourselves, say, no, no, I showed up well. That's going to be a very important thing. And that's a very powerful thing. So do be mindful about that with the Seven of Swords. We're going to want to internalize a lot. And yeah, there's just somebody here who doesn't have our backs. So just be aware of that. Just be a little bit more guarded. I'm not saying that to take away from trusting and connecting with people, but what Spirit is saying is just be a little bit more guarded. Just be a little bit more guarded. So with the Six of Wands here, there's success. And it would make sense. Like, you have success coming forward, you have the sun, so you have happiness, prosperity. It's coming in. People can feel it for you too. They can feel that there's more to you than meets the eye. And so when people want to kind of wish ill on us, there's going to be this energy here of like, well, of course they would want to wish ill on you. You're coming through as somebody so terribly powerful and connected. So just be aware of that. Hold your head up high. Move forward with confidence, not arrogance, but confidence in yourself. It's like, I know who I am. I know where I stand. The happiness is coming in. It's not going to be instantaneous. It's going to take a little bit of time. We know it's coming, so this can be very frustrating for us. That's why we can be so frustrated with things taking so long. We'll be like, oh my gosh, it's taking forever. And if we look at it and when we look back at things, it's like, no, it wasn't taking forever. It was just taking a little bit of time. So just be mindful about that. Be mindful about, fully being present in your moments, because you're going to see that you're learning a lot as you're moving forward. The Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You are in a night phase right now. So you're in your warrior phase, you're in your movement phase, you're in your sense of I'm moving forward towards, I'm connecting with, and that's going to be a very powerful thing for us during this time. This sense of deeper connection, of listening to our hearts, of looking at what we deeply desire, of what we want. And with the Two of Swords, we're severing certain ties. That's going to be important just to know that. We're severing certain ties. There can be difficulties, and there is a reason why we're severing certain ties. But we're also going to start to see that there are different paths forward than we had originally thought for ourselves. We're going to start to see that it wasn't so black and white, white page, black print. This is the way it needs to be. This is how I need to move forward. This is exactly what it has to be. Spirit is going to show new roads to us, new opportunities to us, new ideas to us that are going to open up the doors in ways that we hadn't anticipated and we hadn't thought. Our subconscious spirit message is love. This is so important. This is the most powerful word to utter to ourselves, to connect with. It changes the crystals of water, right? Dr. Oh, I always look up his name, see his name. Emoto, I believe is his name, Dr. Emoto. He did that study of water. And he found that the most powerful word, the most beautiful word is love. And so speaking that over our water before we drink it is so important. Speaking that to ourselves, because we're 72% water, is important. Connecting with love and making time for love in our lives. That's going to be a very powerful thing, and that's going to be a game-changing thing for us. We're not connecting with love enough, Virgo. So just knowing that I need to connect with love. I need to move forward with love. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, not tarot, chakra. There we go. This is the chakra. And it's inspiration. It's the sacral chakra. We need to be inspired. Subconsciously, we are going to be inspired. And it's moving forward in those inspirational times with that inspirational energy. It's opening up the doors. It's being guided to so much more than we thought we could be. And it's letting inspiration be a part of our lives. It then brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. The Three of Pentacles. Be mindful of working with other people. It's just like, don't trust everybody. And it's not hoarding away knowledge to yourself, but just move forward during this time with a healthy bout of skepticism. Just be a little bit more guarded. Okay? That's going to be important. Our subconscious tarot message is the moon. Now, this is Pisces energy. We can have strong Pisces energy, also represented by the Nine of Cups, but this is reverse. So this is a bit of our fears coming forward more prominently, more powerfully than we would want them to. This is doubt. This is chaos. This can be like, being too alone with chaotic thoughts. This can be, the moon is just, it's deeper knowledge in the stillness. With it reversed, It's the stillness and us not connecting fully. So it's not connecting with that deeper knowledge. So just being aware of that is going to be really important. Being aware that our fears can come forward and it can lead to, the fight, flight, or freeze response to things, that we can overanalyze a little bit too much, and that we can have a tendency to expect the worst. It's kind of like doomsday. Like don't doomsday things. That's going to be very important. Okay. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So we're going to end this reading with a meditation. Note that it will be accompanied with a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.